10 feet off the water. You're going to see a prehistoric thingamabob in the tree right there. You see it right there?
Yeah.
That is a male South American green iguana. Now, I did say green, but that's what happens when you let the 2-year-old color in the iguana.
It's right there.
Iguanas are herbivores, will also bird eggs. Males can reach 7 feet long, females up to 4 feet. Iguanas are excellent swimmers. They have a very strong and powerful tail. That's why they've been able to colonize all these islands here in the Everglades. They also use their tail for defense. One whip from an iguana tail can remove a finger. They also have a very nasty bite. That live on the island, red-shouldered hawks and osprey. At about 6 p.m. every evening, this entire island front is going to fill with over 250 vulture. Second speed trail, so once again, please hold on to all your belongings to the oil lovers because we're about to get fast. Welcome to the Shiner Hole. The airboat trail you see off to our right-hand side is known as Jesse's Betrayal. It was carved over 60 years ago when airboats were made out of plywood. His betrayal misleads you 30 miles down a treacherous path toward a group of islands. At night, you can see where old Jesse going up and down his trail. I'm not saying that Jesse's trail is haunted, by no means. All I am saying is the last time I went down that trail with a boatload of people, I never returned. Guys, I would like to ask you guys for a favor real quick. We are listing or tipping heavily to the left-hand side, so I do need a little bit of weight pulled over to the right-hand side. Thank you. species of fish. The most notable of the native species is the largemouth bass. Of the non-native species, the butterfly peacock bass. We also have crappies, bluegills, sunfish, warmouth bass, spotted gar, alligator gar, Florida gar, tarpon, tilapia, Oscar, cichlids, carp, 6 different types of catfish, plus many, many more. And please, whatever you do, keep your fingers out of the water. There have been reports of piranha in South Florida. Along the edge of the grass and just under the water surface, and you might catch a glimpse of a python. We have spotted several large pythons in this area within the last few weeks.
Oh no!
There's a bird there.
You've severely broken down!
That's all
I
same.
hope there's no alligators.
Are you alive?
Still 911.
There's a bird right there.
You may sit.
He is serious.
You know the routine.
This is a purple gallinal. This is a cousin of that common moorhen we saw earlier. Now, purple gallinals, they mate for life. They said that when one mate dies, shortly after the second mate will stop eating and die as well. They take till death do us part very seriously.
Oh, there's a little one.
Now the other birds you see, those are boat-tailed grackles. Brown ones are females. The black and blue look like small crows are the males. When you're at the park and you have food, do be careful with the grackle. It will take the food from your mouth.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. The guy was eating a sandwich. A bird flew between the sandwich and his face, like that his mouth flew away. It was funny. I laughed. He was mad. Now, like I said, these guys mate for life. But the grackle,
What's the name of the bird again?
purple gallinal.
Got it.
That Canadian fellow's coming over now. I know, he's so loud. These two are native. That one's a Canadian coming in for winter. They don't like him. Now, okay, I said they mate for life, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the grackle on the other hand, the male grackle, let me show you him. That handsome devil right there. Well, he holds a harem of up to 14 females. Now, some say that's why he is black and blue.
Yes.
Now, grackles mate for 3 to 5 months out of the year. During that time, females drop a clutch of 5 to 8 eggs at least once. The gallinal, on the other hand, mates for 6 months out of the year. During that time, the female's going to drop a clutch of 2 to 4 eggs every 2 weeks.
Wow.
After 6 months, mom and dad gallinal go their separate ways, only to find themselves 6 months later. Now, some call that the perfect marriage. 6 months on, 6 months off. Look at this way, ladies, you get them as football or baseball season. Now, you notice their feet aren't webbed like they're long and skinny like a chicken. That's because the gallinal, like the moorhen, are members of the rail family, which makes them relatives of cranes and chickens. I've never eaten one, I don't know if it tastes like chicken or not. But I'm told it's like quail or Cornish hen. And of the dozens of rail species throughout North and South America, the closest relative to this bird is the purple swamp hen, all the way from Australia. Okay, you get one more. Okay. Now, her grandfather, Roberto, I used to get in the boat. COVID, we're not allowed in the boat right now. I had a much bigger popcorn bag. And Roberto came in to do his little trick to pull the popcorn out of the bag. He was slick. Took the whole bag and flew off with it.
Oh my gosh.
Right to the nest.
That's funny.
Why don't you like the Canadian fellas? Because he's only here on vacation. He's going to go back in the spring. I know. We had the same problem too. But they're not all bad. That's her mate, and that's the Canadian fellow. They are a little bit territorial. They don't really like the Canadian bird. I have no idea why. I'm not making it up. For some reason, when the Canadian birds are down here in the winter, the native birds just chase them everywhere. I have no idea why. It's time to go now. Have you seen him? No, you haven't seen him? Well, no, the popcorn's gone. You drop some inside the boat, okay? Stay there. You know what happened to your brother. I want to help you. You guys do the Canadians get along, all right? This is the Central Canal. It travels westward from the park for about 25 miles. These man-made canals can range anywhere from 10 all the way down to 40 feet deep.